Hello? Am I coming through? All right. Yeah. Hi, everyone. How you doing? One moment. Okay. Because I had mic problems earlier. Okay, yeah. I have no idea. I had no idea why, but when I was testing this shit earlier for the stream, my voice mod was going through my webcam mic for some reason. Hi. How you doing? Shit. Okay. There we go. What's up, everyone? Quite like a hobby stream, try to calm down after a day. Hey, first of all, hello, Gingerblades, Dragon Ranger, Megaman, how you doing? One of them days, I guess. That's what I figure. Is that just a bad day? Hey, Chonka, how you doing too?
And I must say that almost everything I've witnessed has been cringe.
I see that. How you doing? I mean, okay. Technically, yes. A little cringe. There is an Ultramarine on the table. However, it's Titus. So yeah, we're gonna be turning him into a Deathwatch Marine today, and then when I'm done with him, I've also got this guy, a Deathwatch. Ignore Imperial agents. No one plays that army. A Deathwatch Watchmaster that I'm gonna assemble. Probably one of my favorite character models in all of 40K, the Watchmaster. It's just a cool looking model. And yeah, the main thing though is going to be turning Titus here into a member of the Deathwatch again. Not a Black Shield. This is like, I'm in my head, this is like, oh, he got called back to the Deathwatch again. You know? He gets to go there with honor instead of being like, a Black Shield. Like, that's the idea here. And this is a push fit model, so it'll be easy to, slap together. I am going to glue it because I feel like you should glue it. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm just going to get right to that immediately. All right. And who knows, maybe if I'm lucky, a certain community lolcow who thinks they're the leader of the Warhammer community will make fun of my model building again. That'd be funny. All right. Got Perfect Strike Freedom, Delta Gundam, Kampfer, and Setsuna's Gundam and Trailblazer. Oh, nice. That would be the 00 Quantum. Yeah. You might actually replace both arms since you know that the right arm is the Skull Pauldron. Oh no, I'm gonna keep the Skull Pauldron because it's a Lieutenant Pauldron. So yeah, I want to keep that. I'm gonna keep that. It's the backpack I might not use because it's got the Ultramarine icon on it. I am gonna cut off some of the Ultramarine iconography, specifically on the chest, and I might do the back too. I don't know yet. All right, we'll see though. We will see. All right. Oh, for starters, how does this go on? You're saying this just goes on here? No. Goes on. No. I'm fucking it up. Oh, come on. Come on. Stupid fat fingers. Getting in the way. Here we go, like this. If I can find where they slot, these slot in really hard. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is a push fit mini. Push fit mini don't push fit very well. And I'm trying not to push it too hard because I don't want to break it because I know how my own stupid strength can get out of control sometimes. All right. There we go. All right. 00 Quantum, yeah. 00 what? Oh, we're talking about a Gundam. We're talking about Gundam CDAT. The 00 Quantum's the final suit from the anime 00 Gundam. All right. Here's the upper body. How the hell does this go on? It goes on here? Ah, like that. Okay. And then the upper body. And that's where the model surgery will begin. Who's the person that claims to? Oh no, I'm talking about Kia. You know, Kia claiming to be the leader of the Warhammer community. Like, listen, all I gotta say to that is, well, I didn't vote for you. All right, how the hell does this actually go together? Like this? Yeah, like this. Okay. That's the front, here's the back. I will tell anybody watching, I'm doing this in the most inefficient way possible, probably. So yeah, don't follow my example. These do not want to go together. Squeeze these together as hard as I can without breaking them. It's why I don't like. It's one of the reasons I don't like push fit. I'm always so afraid I'm going to break them. All right. Okay, I see how it's supposed to go together. You know what? I don't like how it's loose when push fits. So you know what? I'm gonna snap it apart. I'm going to use actual glue. If I can snap it apart. I'm pretty certain I can. All right, you know what? There's an answer to everything, and I have it. You know what that answer is? Plastic glue. Plastic glue fixes everything. Wait, before I go gluing shit, let's check the arms. For those wondering, yes, I lost the instructions for these. All right. Now, first thing we're going to do, we're going to compare the arm I want to use with the slot it goes in. All right, you know what? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. First of all, push fit. I've never been the biggest fan of push fits, honestly. Okay, which of these is the... One of these goes on this leg here. One of these shin pieces. Here we go. Hello there, what am I building? I'm building Lieutenant Titus. It was like a limited push fit model they released of him. And when it's done, pop this off of here. When it's, well, by the time I'm done with it, I'll have modified the Mini a bit to be Deathwatch. That's the plan anyway. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. We'll put it back on the base last. Ooh, it's warm out. Hey, Salt, how you doing? Which one is the mainstream? Whichever one you want to watch, dude. YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. It doesn't really matter. All right. Is this one meant to go here? I think this one's meant to go here. All right. Now, where was the other one? Yeah, this one definitely goes on the outside. All right. Let's get this leg put together first. Let's get the glue out finally. Listening to ungodly yowling from the other room. What the fuck's going on in the other room? Oh, was it the neighbors? If you know what I mean. Neighbors getting along. Find it funny that my two Titus Minis and Malum Cato all have the same loadout. Not, exactly. Well, here's hoping to get some peace and quiet later, Salt. You'll DM real quick. Okay, I'll check it out in a moment. Come on, get off there. All right. Whoa. This is why I hate having gigantic hands when making Warhammer. God could have gifted me with small, nimble fingers, but no, he gave me big, greasy meat hooks instead. There we go, and that'll ensure that it stays nice and tight. All right, we need to get these two separated again. Here it comes. Get that out. Get these two apart. Here it comes. Here it comes. Slowly but surely. I hope. Yeah, here it comes. Come on out of there. Come on out. You know you wanna. Ugh. Bo got cursed with the lack of twinkness. No elegant and swift fingers for you. Yeah, exactly. God made me huge. God made me huge and ungainly. All right. Emergency measures. Time to start prying. There we go. And get these tweezers into those little spaces my giant greasy claws can't get into. God, I'm glad I didn't glue this though, Jesus. I apologize that the early part of this stream is me, taking a mini apart instead of putting it together. Ah, fuck. Oh, hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everyone's so afraid of breaking the bloody thing, I just rip on it, but I don't want to do that. Got it. It's apart. There we go. So the consolation is not, it's not any easier to find detail work should I decide to do my nails. Well, listen, God also granted me the fact that I don't have to worry about doing my nails ever outside of cutting them. So, yeah. Oh, that's what's going on, Salt. Okay. Oh, I getcha. I thought it was like something serious, but like, you know, I mean, it's serious, but not like, oh God, somebody's dying serious, at least not yet. All right. Okay. Oh, wait, I know what this little nub here is for. That's for Titus's helmet, isn't it? Take a look at the helmet. No, it's not. Oh, it's for this. Okay, we'll keep it on then. Goes on like, yeah, that goes on like here. All right. Let's get that on. Backpack, arm. Half the problem with this design, I think, is that there's like little bits and nubs you're supposed to put inside the model when you're connecting all the parts. And I feel like it would honestly be just easier to make a regular model where you just rest it all together. And then you just glue it there. Where's the last bit I got connected? Here? Yeah. If I heard a loud thump, I'd know. Okay, that's good to know, man. That's good to know. There. All right. What brand of glue are you using? I use Tamiya. I'm using, what am I using? I'm using testers. All right, now let's get this second shin on, because like this. streams always need to watch. Oh, I'm glad it can be entertaining. I don't pretend to be good at building minis. I've never been good at it. As long as my continuous fuck ups are entertaining, it's all I really care about. All right. Now that's staying on. Now comes getting the torso together. And this is the weird part, because you gotta like combine all these little parts together. Like you gotta lay this bit into this bit somehow. Oh my god, there's a little connector nibby. That's the problem. It's like, okay, it's like that little bit right there. It goes in that bottom hole. That bottom hole right there. That is obnoxious. That is actually just really annoying. This I might actually push in and then glue, just because, yeah, is this even gonna go in decently? Come on, get in your damn hole. Come on. This is such a bass-ackwards design. Get it. Okay, I think it's in. My fingernails were not designed for this. Here, push with this. Okay. Now I'm going to apply glue onto here. Onto there. And onto there. All right, you know what? This part I'm not going to put on using the little connector it recommends. I'm gonna do it differently, so for a little more customization, let me get the torso on now. A little bit of glue down in there. Yeah, I feel like glue is pretty much a necessity when building these, just to make sure, you know. I feel like if you just push fit this, it wouldn't stay together very well. Because I'm pushing this with all my might, and it does not want to stay together. All right. Hold this for a bit. Because after this bit comes the first part where we're actually going to modify the model a little bit after we get this leg on. That goes on right about like here. How the fuck are you supposed to get... That is a tight-ass fit. Oh my god. As somebody who has assembled a lot of models, I feel like the push-fit design is making this harder than it needs to be. Alright, you know what? Fuck this dumb little plastic nibby here. Just take it off. It'll probably unironically fit easier if I just glue it. Yeah, unironically, it'll just fit, actually just fit easier if I just glue it. What faction am I painting? Well, this is beginning life as Captain Titus. It will end life as Deathwatch Titus. All right. Now we got the torso together. Well, we almost got the torso together. Got one more bit. I want to glue on, and then the torso will be done. That's this little bandolier. There we go. Now the body is assembled. As you can see, he's doing like a jumping motion. What I'm gonna do is, if you can look really close, he's got an ultramarine symbol on his chest. I'm gonna shave that off just enough to get rid of it and replace it with one of these. With one of these. In fact, I think I found which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use one with a skull in it. I'm going to use this one. Let's get a nice, good close-up of that. Hold on. Where'd that go? There it is. Going to use that one right there. Okay, come on, focus up. Focus up. No, you wanna. Ah. That one right. Oh, come on. That one right there. Ugh. What Imperial organization do you think is holding the Imperium back the most / is the worst? The Adeptus Mechanicus. Unironically, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Their complete inability to share technology is half the problem with the Imperium. Like the Imperium legit can't build anything without the AdMech, like, breathing down their neck about it. All right. Here's the part where I make Mary's Gage on Twitter really mad at me because I got to cut the ultramarine symbol off. All right, now get the knife and do a little bit of cleaning. All right, that's just fine. Put that there. Okay. Now to very carefully snip off this little icon I'm going to use. This little bit on top off. And get the icon itself off. All right. And that is going to be an absolute bear to get on. I'm going to have to use tweezers for that. All right. Get the glue. Now, very, very carefully, we'll get this little icon on. All right. There we go. There's a little bit I can snip off on the bottom of the icon, but I'm gonna wait for it to get stuck on before I commit to that. All right, I'm gonna let everything dry for a bit and just chat. Doing the new Dark Heresy by Alcat playtest while you do this. Hey, how is that? Like, I know it's gonna be good. It's fucking Alcat, but like how is that? Like, how is that so far? You know what? Okay. I'm just gonna use okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do in the meantime. I'm gonna put the head on last. Delta Gun, right? Delta Gundam. That's the. Isn't that the thing that Ride gets before he gets the Banshee? All right. Okay. Let's get Titus's gun in hand. You got the gold one. Huh. You love Rogue Trader actually in the middle of a dogmatic playthrough? I might actually finally try to play Rogue Trader on stream starting next week, honestly. I've been meaning to, but again, I'm nervous about reading off the dialogue. Hold on. Oh, that doesn't want to go on, does it? No, it doesn't. Everything about the push-fit aspects of this model is so inconveniently designed. Like, actually. Like they design, like the push-fit is supposed to make it easier, right? No, they just make it worse. It just makes it worse to put together, like, unironically. Like, not joking, removing the push-fit aspect makes this infinitely easier to put together. All right, like that, right? Yeah, like that. Okay. Bo will hire me to read the dialogue. Well, something I'd entertained was the idea of doing a multiplayer campaign, but that would require getting like 4 people together all the time. And that might be too, that might be too hard to do in a timely manner, if you know what I mean. All right, come on out, Glue. There we go. Let's get you glued together. There we go, just a big old bolt pistol. All right, now where is his backpack? Well, you know what? Okay, we'll do the shoulder and then the backpack. You understand you schedule D&D, right? For the record though, CDAP, by the way, I remember when I mentioned doing Space Marine 2 modded a while back. I'm thinking of setting that up sometime next week. I just need to find 4 more people besides you and me to do that. It will probably be on a Thursday or a Friday. Get rid of that. Considering how my week's schedule got uprooted by weather and other things, you get it. Yeah. Oh, that's easy to get on there. We can have as few as 2. We can ask Marzana so we have a stinky girl in the group. I want to go for 6 players. Like, that's what I'm aiming for, the 6-player version of the mod. Yeah, if you can get her to join, that's great. All right. Shoulder pad is on. What do we got left? We got backpack, head, and sword arm. Now for the sword arm, I'm gonna be trying something else. Like, this is the chain sword. I'm gonna use his regular backpack, but I want to get the other arm on first. So we need a couple things. We need some of my Deathwatch veteran bits right here. What do you guys, what are you thinking? Power sword or Xenophase blade? So your Space Marine 2 is on Xbox. Your poor GT 1030 has no hope of running it. That thing would probably burn itself out. You think Xenophase? You know what? Yeah. That's actually true, Moronic Moron. Let's do Xenophase. All right, we'll clean that up in a minute. And this is the arm it goes on. All right. We're almost done with this sprue, so we can like put it more to the side here. Gotta bring these bits a little close to make sure I've got everything snipped off the way I need it to be. There we go. Yeah, like that. Okay. And if I don't end up using this arm on Titus, I'll use it on somebody else. All right, there we go. Those are together. Let's see how this looks on Titus's body. Not 100% sure if it's going to go on well. That's the problem. The alternative is I could use the power sword. In fact, I think that might be a better pose. In fact, I think it is a better pose. Hold on. They were yelling, be stealing Imperial Fist. All right, now listen, there are other yellow chapters, but the Imperial Fist is the only one that matters. No, there's that other one, but they're always moping in their little corner of the universe about how they have infinite bad luck and they couldn't be there at fucking the devastation of Baal. All right, clip this off. Okay, this is gonna look much better, I think. Damn it. All right, alternative idea. All right, I got an idea. I got an idea. I'm just praying I don't fuck up the Xenophase blade. Trying to get this clipped off. Right about here. There we go. All right, now there's the hand. Let's see. A bit more of an angled grip, but that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna want to cut it like right around here. Right around here. Where's my knife? Here it is. All right. All right, so how now, this is supposed to go inside the model when you assemble it, but we didn't do that because the push fit is bullshit. So we're going to quickly snip this off. We're going to glue the arm, and then we're going to glue the arm, and then we're going to glue on the arm, and then we're going to glue on the hand so we can get the hand angled right. Like this? Yeah, like that. Okay. Now, I will say, I've said this a lot, but I really wish Space Marine 2 had been more about the Deathwatch. Like, they feature heavily in it, but I wish it had been about them. Like, the multiplayer is basically built around the idea of the Deathwatch, all but officially. All right. Now we need that to set. But while that's setting, we get this little doohickey off the shoulder. There we go. We can put this aside. We'll use that sword somewhere else, probably. All right, next up. The Deathwatch shoulder pads, the all-important part. If I didn't give the Tech Marine 2 normal arms with the Inquisition arm gauntlets. Yeah, I noticed that too, because I got that unlocked. Hey, Xorn, how you doing? Who knows, maybe it was planned by GW, put a lid on it. Man, okay, let me tell you something. I'll tell y'all something, okay? I hope whoever dreamt up the, Agents of the Imperium Codex for 10th edition, I hope they got sacked. I legitimately hope they got sacked because what a fucking disaster that was. It's the worst selling, least popular codex in the history of the fucking game. 38 years, and that one's the worst. Unironically, the least popular. The least popular 40k rulebook. Well, like main faction rulebook. Like, they had a job, right? Well, like, what is it at the end of the day? What is the Agents of the Imperium Codex? It's literally just a dumping ground. It's just a dumping ground for kill teams. Like, that's all it is. It is a dumping ground for kill teams without a codex. And that's fine. I mean, okay, at the end of the day, they need to make rules for 40k that work. You know, they need to make rules for 40k that work with those factions, because that's like the promise of Kill Team. If the unit goes away in a new season of Kill Team, you can still use it in 40k, right? That's the idea. So they need a place to put all those armies. The problem is, rather than just say giving out, like, say, oh, you can put them in, like, say, Imperial Guard or whatever, and, you know, give them like a free, you know, rule book or something, they instead decide, so what if we make an Agents of the Imperium rulebook? And then when we do that, okay, so we have no really decent battle line units, right? let's prop up the let's pad out the battle line by adding Deathwatch as a playable unit, as a playable faction within the book, right? Like, oh, okay, let's do that. How are we gonna? So what about the Deathwatch Codex? What about it? What about the Deathwatch Codex? We're just not gonna do one. What do you mean we're not gonna do a Deathwatch Codex? Well, we're just gonna destroy the Deathwatch as a faction because we want to pad out agents with units. Sir, don't you think that might piss off the Deathwatch players? Oh, who cares about them, right? Who cares about them? So they kill Deathwatch as a faction, right? And then they release Agents of the Imperium. It has Deathwatch in it, but they are basically, they are a shadow of what they were. They are an absolute shadow of what they were. And basically, that like they're just a worse version of Deathwatch. They have worse rules, you know, worse synergies. I mean, nothing in the Agents of the Imperium book synergizes. That's half the damn problem. But yeah, they've like, not only are all the synergies worse, so, you know, not only is all the other kill team options you can't use anymore because they basically said, well, leading up to the release, oh, you can still play Deathwatch as a solo army, and then the book comes out, and guess what? You can't play Deathwatch as a solo army. So they've basically what they've done is they've made a bad codex with bad rules, and they killed an unironically a more popular faction to see it happen. So the whole thing is a disaster. And then, you know, the funniest bit was there are so few people who play Agents of the Imperium. And I'm not making this up, by the way. There's so few people who play Agents of the Imperium that Games Workshop couldn't get balance data for it in 10th edition. So the army was basically never balanced. Like, it's actually fucking criminal. Have I cleaned my keyboard? I need to clean my keyboard. I fully realize that. It's getting dusty. But I'm being a lazy fuck about it. This is taking forever to stick. Guess I'm holding it here for a while. So yeah, so the book just comes out, pisses everyone off. Pisses off Deathwatch fans, pisses off Inquisition fans, pisses off everyone, and doesn't sell, right? Nobody fucking wanted it. But then on top of all that, because it gets better, because of course it does. On top of all that, I'm gonna let that rest here for a bit. That is on there very precariously. I want to let it rest. But on top of all that, you have the problem that Games Workshop released a ton of stuff to hype up Deathwatch. They released Space Marine 2. They released that Deathwatch animation. They released, there was other stuff. The animation, Space Marine 2, and for the record, they had Chaos Gate Deathwatch in active production. They had Space Marine 2 in active production, which is about the Deathwatch. So they had all this shit hyping Deathwatch for a faction they kill. For a faction you couldn't play anymore. And that is asinine. Is this holding together right? It is. I think it is. So yeah, they have all this shit hyping Deathwatch coming up. For a faction they killed. And obviously people got mad. A bunch of new people got into Warhammer 40K through Space Marine 2 and like, hey, where are these Deathwatch guys? I want to play as them. And of course the awkward, well, we kind of killed them, but he can play Imperial agents, and then all the new people are like, nah. So yeah, no one played the fucking faction, you know, Imperial agents. It's the lowest played, lowest win rate faction in all the tournament data. It's it's badly balanced. There's no synergy between anything. And they killed an entire faction just to pad out the thing with battle line units. For a codex that's just a dumping ground of units that should have been released as free datasheets. If they want to do Inquisition, what they got to do is they got to go back to the way it worked in 3rd edition, where they had you had your chamber militant armies, Grey Knights, and Sisters of Battle. There was no Deathwatch Codex back then, but if there was one, this is how it would have worked. And you have Inquisition, you have Inquisitors, Inquisitor characters, Acolytes, and then allied units that the Inquisition can run with. That's how they got to go back to doing it. And I hope they do. I hope they learned their lesson in 10th, going into 11th with this. Because holy shit. What legitimately one of the most boneheaded moves Games Workshop has ever done in a history of a company doing boneheaded moves. Okay, I think I can lay this down now. Nope. It's on there pretty good, though. I gotta find something to lay this on because it's like... But nothing plastic. I don't want it to get stuck. Maybe like this? No. Oh, hold on, I know. I'll lay it on the hobby knife. I'll lay it on the hobby knife. That's gonna need to dry before I manhandle it at all. All right, where's that head? Right. Remind me, the Deathwatch are the ones in the weird order to kill the Emperor? No, that's the Grey Knights, and that's a boneheaded lore move too, but if that's not retconned going into, 11th, man, then GW are fucking idiots. I'm pretty certain Chat GPT wrote that too, that whole stupid thing. Favorite assassin temple? I like Vindicare, the snipers. Listen, sometimes you got a problem and the best answer is to just dome it. You know? The best answer is to just dome it. All right. All right, let's continue the work on this. Come on, glue, let's go. Come on. I'm gonna squirt this glue across the room like I did that blue paint the other day. Almost turned my foot blue. That on there. Should go in easier this time. Yeah, there we go. All right, now we don't need to stay. Oh, I got it on my finger, shit. Now we don't need to try and prop Titus up on anything. He is on his tactical rock. We just need the backpack and we need the head, and those will be easy. He says before somehow it turns out being not easy. Okay, we have to snip you off. Wait, no, yeah, we're gonna have to snip you. He can keep his ultramarine iconography on the backpack. We don't mind. He can have a little bit of patriotism for his chapter as a treat. And no, we're gonna snap it off. There we go. That goes in the bits box. We're gonna get the hobby knife and clean this up a little. All right, that's fine. All right, now let's see how this goes on here. Is it going well or not? Eversore for me, love the imagery of death. Vindicator is definitely a top 3 besides the Vanus. I wish they'd bring Vanus into 40k. That'd be cool. But, you know, they won't because that would make sense. Right about there? Yeah. Remember, Bo, according to the dipsticks, the Imperium is just trigger-happy commissars and inquisitors, Cadians who can't kill anything with their flashlights and ultramarines. Well, yeah, that is the perspective of tourists. People who don't actually want to learn 40k. Like that motherfucker was trying to say that Gouge Van Dyer is an example of how the Imperium is evil. Like, motherfucker, you're talking about a guy the Imperium ousted for being a tyrant. Like, bringing up Gouge Van Dyer is not the own you think it is. Oh, no. Come on, get stuck on there. Get stuck. Right about there. Sorry if you can't see it. I'm trying to make sure it's staying on. Like that? No. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Now we can drop. No, we don't drop him down yet. Well, we can put him down. Wait, is that on his torso, right? I did. All right. There we go. There we go. Now it's on right. Now, where did that head go? Right here. Now, is this going to be the right size, I wonder? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We gotta have it. We gotta have the Angry Grill helm. Like we just gotta. I like Mark 10 armor, but I want to mix up my helms and my armor a little bit. Go. Where are my tweezers? Here we go. All right. And there he is. Deathwatch Lieutenant Titus. Let's, all right. Are there any Marines who wear pre-Great Crusade armor pieces? I I don't know. Why am I getting wait, why is there an internal server on my screen? What? Hold on. What is causing that? I've got does anybody else see that? Hold on. Yeah, look at the top of my screen. I'm getting like a internal server error thing. You see that? Like you can see when I put my fingers over the camera. What the fuck is doing that? Why is it every time I gotta have scuff? Like, oh man, it's always with the scuff. Alert box crap out on you? It might have, yeah. I'm trying to find out what it is. Hold on. Hold on. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that.
Come on, baby, give me some heresy!
Oh, it's the emote wall. Okay, the emote wall crapped out. Right. You know what? I'm just gonna hide it then. Fuck it. Okay, I got it. It's fixed. You won't see the emotes dropping down as you use them now, but you know what? At least it got that annoying message off the screen. Ooh, okay. So we got Titus together. We're gonna leave him over here to dry. Okay, we're gonna get the cap on the glue for a little bit. So I stop breathing in glue fumes and like scrambling my brain in the process. All right, you know what? Well, we didn't use this either. Hold on. I'm gonna go put this this backpack that I thought I was gonna need back real quick. Hold on, everyone. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm back. On your butts, everyone. Okay, I'm back. All right. At least I'm not inhaling resin traps. Yeah, no, listen, I don't play Trench Crusade, so I don't know how that feels. All right, we can put, okay, we can put these back. We're not gonna need these for this next mini. All right, so, all right, we're definitely not gonna need this. This guy's already got all the Deathwatch bits he might need. Okay, so up next is this guy, the Watchmaster. Basically, I always thought Watchmasters were cool because as far as I understand from the lore, the reason they carry it's called, okay, let me get close. It's called a Vigil Spear. Right? It's called a Vigil Spear. And the deal with the Vigil Spear is it was, if I understand correctly, it was given to the Deathwatch they were given to the Deathwatch by the Custodes as thanks for helping defend the Imperium during the War of the Beast. Which is why Watchmasters carry, basically their own variant of the Guardian Spear. At least that's how I'm under the impression it works. All right, let's get this opening. Let's get this container open. Ah, damn it. My only way of dealing with opening containers is to tear them apart violently. Ah, there we go. I want to keep the instructions intact, even though I don't think I'm going to need them. This is a pretty simplistic model. It's a well-designed one, too, actually. Come on. Come on. There we go. Put that there. There's one more thing I need. I gotta go check the pile of shame. Hold on. I got a tactical rock. I need to go get it. Man. This place attack. Rock. Don't do it. It's embarrassing. Doesn't Asterion Moloch carry a variant of a Custodes spirit? He might. You know what? I'm gonna look up the lore on that while we yap here. I'm gonna look up the lore on that. Let's see. War gear. The Black Spear, a truly deadly relic weapon of unknown provenance that is similar in some regards to weapons of the Adeptus Custodes and carries a heraldic storm shield. Okay, yeah, the Black Spear is apparently like what they use, but not the same. It's also apparently a las cannon. I think it was like a las cannon as well. Powerful single shot laser. Yeah, that's it. Also, Asterion Moloch's just a fucking beast. Like, seriously. His autism is activated. Gonna go out on a limb and assume that if a non-custodian tried to use a custodian weapon, they'd probably get their limbs tore off by the recoil. For all we know, it's got some Judge Dredd shit where it like electrocutes you if you like, pick it up. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. All right, you know what? We're just gonna get go. We're gonna get the bits on this guy separated. That bit, and what do we need? The other leg. Hey, Bo, trying to decide between Tor Garrodon and Darnath Lysander. I'm leaning toward Garrodon, but what do you think? Based on lore, not meta. If I'm gonna go with lore, Captain Lysander, easily. Actually, one of my favorite Imperial Fists characters. I remember Pancreas No Work once said the cost of single Custodes is measured in planets. It actually is, yeah. They are not commonly made, after all. There's only there's only 10,000 of them. 10,000 of them. The cost to make them is absolutely insane. Oh, I see. Hold on. Like this. Oh, there's a bit of plastic. All right. That'll do it. That'll get in the way. What actually sets them apart from Astartes anyway? Basically, okay. The difference between the Custodes and the Space Marines is that the Custodes are each a handcrafted work of art. They're basically, you know, they're not like made from, like, say, gene seed organs that are put inside somebody. They are made through, like, gene craft that completely and utterly, like, each one is custom made. And the knowledge on how to make them, only the Emperor knew how. And at most, the people currently working on it can replicate what the Emperor did, but not, like, recreate it entirely of their own knowledge. They can only, like, pass down the rights of it from, like, you know, how to do it from generation to generation. Which is one of the reasons the female Custodes thing is so laughable. Because people are like, well, maybe somebody figured it out. Call could figure it out. Motherfucker, Call couldn't figure out gene seed. You think he's gonna figure out the shit they're pumping into the Custodes? Well, I mean, they don't really pump them into anything. Like the Custodes are infants when they're transfigured into what they become. And I will point out before anyone asks, no, the process does not work on women. And it is easy enough to figure that out just through the implications of the descriptions that we do get. Do you want to know why? Because the Imperium of Man does not play favorites with your ability to fight. If Custodes could be women, they would have always had women among them. Not in like that shitty sense that, you know, with games workers saying, oh, they've always been there, bigot. You just didn't notice, right? Not like that. But all the lore for the selection process for the Custodes says that only the sons of Terran nobles are chosen. They only choose males. And the direct implication therein is that if they could choose women, nothing would stop them, but they don't anyway. And obviously the reason they wouldn't is pretty simple. It's because they can't be Custodes. They're basically political hostages too. Yeah, the noble families of Terra, they're the only people with the genetics capable of being compatible with the Custodes creation process. And part of how they can keep their station is by handing over generations of children to the Custodes. Okay, they want us to glue this on first, and then yeah, like this. All right. It took 10,000 years just to make the Primaris Marines. Imagine how long it would take to replicate and upgrade the Custodes, let alone figuring out how to make girls into Marines. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's always funny when people bitch and moan about Call being a Mary Sue. It's like, bro legitimately would not have pulled off what he did without divine intervention of the Emperor helping him. Like the Emperor's blueprints, the Emperor projecting into his mind through another guy, you know, in order to help him get the job done. He would not have pulled it off literally without the Emperor helping him the whole way. And why would you start with a weaker base creature? Yeah, that too. Like, it's insensitive to say, but the truth is never based around sensitivity. Women are not as good fighters as men. That is just the way it is. The strongest woman can only fight the weakest man. Like, half the reason Sisters of Battle are as good, well, I mean, okay, not even Sisters of Battle, okay? We're gonna go a little bit beyond that, all right? Women fighting in the Imperium in general. Like, the Imperium can't say no to anyone, but at the same time, this cuts back to Warhammer not being real. The very idea of women warriors being equivalent to men in any way is in and of itself fantasy. like one of the things I like to say when, you know, it's like one of the things I like to say when, you know, the topic of bikini armor or boob armor comes up. And it's like, well, that's not realistic. Okay. Neither is a woman fighting equal to a man. But that's not a bridge too far, apparently. Like, I'm fine with female characters being warriors in fantasy settings. Like, don't get me wrong. The problem is that once you bring that into the equation, you're no longer talking about realism at that point. Realism has officially shipped out. How are these supposed to go together? All right. Come on, stay on there, stay on there. There we go. So yeah, if you're willing to have women warriors, willing to have them wearing nothing but metal and chainmail bikinis, because like, yeah, you don't care about realism, clearly. All right, there we go. And given how many people live on Terra alone, I don't think they're going to be lacking recruits for a while. Yeah, exactly. That too. Why would they even think of researching making female custodians when the process isn't even close to 1% successful? Yeah, that too. Like you've got way more problems than just, you know, yeah, you've got way more problems going on than just, oh, we need women in the custodes. Like, well, okay, and then you'll see people, and this is a funny one too. It's like, oh, but recruiting numbers, you could always use more recruits. It's like, I don't know how to tell you this. In real life, like if we're going by real life, special forces groups like say Delta Force, or, you know, what do you call it? Delta Force, the fucking SEAL Team 6, MAC-V SOG, all them, they do not mass recruit. They don't give a shit about mass recruitment. They're only looking for the very best of the very best. They legitimately do not care about, you know, oh, we need recruitment numbers, guys. We got to get those numbers up. It's like, that's not how that works. And it would be no different for the Space Marines or the Custodes. They don't want numbers. They want the few who can become that. Numbers are meaningless to them. Like the only time the Astartes worry about numbers is when they're on crusade due to attrition, and even then, they're only looking for the best. Heresy memes aren't fun.
Shut up, bro, you're weird.
At this point, I think even normies have caught on to the game. Anyway, what should I read for good lore on Terra itself? Senatorum, the Palace, anything?
You want the Watchers of the Throne series. That's what you want. That duology of books. It's all about like internal politics of the Senatorum. It's about, you know, it stars the Custodes back when they wrote actual lore for them and not fan fiction. It stars the Sisters of Silence. It features events like, say, Gilliman's Return, the Second Siege of Terra, all that cool shit. I highly recommend those two books. All right, we need to snip some extra stuff off of here. We'll use this first. Oh boy, this is gonna be annoying. All right, let's get there like this. Let's get this glued on. What do you think of how Matt Ward wrote Keldor, Drago, Grey Knights, the Ultramarines? They were literally perfectly fine. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. The 5th edition Codex, right, had some Ultramarine wank. It had some Ultramarine wank, don't get me wrong. But you know what? It's no different than the same kind of way any other codex wanks anything off. Half the shit people found objectionable to what Matt Ward had to say about the Ultramarines, he didn't even put in the fucking codex. It was in an interview in White Dwarf magazine, and therefore is not canon. As for Keldor Drago is literally completely fine. He is literally fine as a character. Every time somebody brings up why Keldor Drago's a bad character, the example they use is Drago beating Mortarion in a fight. Like, how did he beat a Primarch in a fight? He used Mortarion's true name. That's how. Which is exactly the kind of weapon Grey Knights would have against major demonic threats like the Primarch's return. People also forget that Matt Ward not only wrote the new Necron lore for that edition, where it gave the Necrons actual personalities. He also wrote Vermintide, and he also wrote the dialogue for Vermintide and Darktide. You'll be hard-pressed to find somebody who doesn't like the dialogue from either of those games. Matt Ward is a perfectly fine writer, and people really, really need to calm the fuck down. It's been like, what, 15 years? No, it's been more than that. How the fuck long has it been since 5th edition came out? Like, Matt Ward didn't kill your mother and rape your father, okay? Where'd that shoulder pad go? God damn it. Matt Ward didn't kill your mother and rape your father, okay? He didn't harm you in any way. There it is. The lore he wrote was fine, and honestly, half the reason people hate Matt Ward nowadays has nothing to do with what he actually did. It has to do with fucking Reddit and if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. That's what it has to do with. I've said it 1,000 times, I will say it again. Brava Alpha Busa has a lot to answer for. He needs to be actively reprimanded by Warhammer fans for the damage he's done to Warhammer. Due to his fuck-ass show and its stupid memes, it dredged up that had been dead for years by the time he made the show. And just, they weren't funny back in 5th edition. They're not fun. They're definitely not funny when he made his stupid show. And it's really not funny now. Of course. This little midget fucking thing down here. Okay. 20 years back? Yeah, like it's literally 20-year-old memes that weren't accurate when they were made by 4chan. Let alone today. Like, come on, like, let it rest. Jesus, my Christ. There we go. Is that where "Come on, baby, give me some heresy" comes from? No, that comes from a fucking, it comes from a, it's a sound bite from a video I found on, like a quick little meme video I found on YouTube about Space Marines reacting to a My Little Pony 40K crossovers. Which is in and of itself a parody of a scene from SpongeBob. All right. Backpack's on. You know what, actually? Hold on. All right. Okay. I got an idea. I'll be right back. I had to go raid my bits box real quick for a 40mm base, because I'm putting this together more for a collection than for gameplay. Because remember, I play on Tabletop Sim. I don't have a game store in my area, so found an old 40mm base I'm gonna use. Got to get some old shit off of there. There we go. All right. It's slightly used, but you know what? That's fine. We're going to snip out the tactical rock and also a helmet that I'm going to use, because I'm sorry, all my Space Marines are smart. They wear helmets. They realize that, hey, you know what? That little lasgun shot ain't diddly, but if it hits you in the eyeballs, that diddly kind of hurt. So yeah, there we go. One tactical rock. This is from a push fit figure, so I'm gonna have to push fit mini, so I'm gonna have to snip the shit off and hope it lays flat. All right. Does it lay flat? Yeah, it does. All right. And how does this guy go on it? Like, how well does he fit on it? He doesn't need to fit super good, just well enough. Oh, that is actually perfect. And it covers up the holes, too. Nice. All right. I'm going to put this 32mm over here. Oh, no, we'll put it in here. Save it for later. Right. So let's get this glued on. From what I've seen, Kaldor Drago's supposed supposed problems of the character are very exaggerated since he's constantly portrayed as a Mephiston-level psyker who's explicitly compared to... Okay. Yeah, okay, Megaman. Yeah, now, the thing to understand about Caldor Drago, if you are a Grand Knight Grand Master, you're just that good. Like, the Grey Knights are really on another level. They are, like, in terms of prowess, they're basically above regular Space Marines. Every single one of them is psychic as well. So yeah, like Grey Knights really are just that good. All right, that is one glued on tactical rock. And let's get old boy here onto the rock then. We will put the glue on his feet. You ever considered doing a tabletop sim stream? I've done those in the past, but I want to say, I don't know if the VODs are still up because I don't think I was streaming on YouTube at the time, but it is something I want to do though. And in fact, I'm contemplating a streamer I'm going to ask to collab with that just to do one, as well as doing them with friends. But there is a streamer I'm contemplating collabing with on that. All right, there we go. He's gonna need to dry on his tactical rock, but he's in position. And I've got an idea for a helmet right here. All right. Get the glue on there. They're strong, but I heard the stories about them are bad. And they're really be the little spat between the spit. No, there's a whole omnibus of Grey Knight stories out there that I highly recommend you pick up. Oh. The only story of theirs you can really call bad was the Blood Tithe, and that got fucking retconned. So yeah, what's that tell you? Oh, this doesn't fit too well, does it? I don't think it does. Shit. No, that does not fit. Hold on. Maybe? Not really. Guys, how does that look like for a head size? Does that look too big? It's kind of a tight fit. Now I've got another head I can use. Yeah, take a look at that. It doesn't look bad. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna pop that out. I've got a backup idea. I need to go. I have another upgrade sprue for Deathwatch. It's got a helmet in it. I'll use that, or I'll try that. There we go. Ugh. Oh, hold on. This might not fit because of the fucking cresta. Hold on. Oh, shit. Come on. Get out of there. All right, there that is. Upgrade sprue. And there's the head I'm after, right there. Right? Yeah, and I'm gonna try and saw. I'm not gonna put glue on it right away. I'm gonna see if it fits first, and then I'll put glue on it. You know, like you should. Like you should proper, you know? Oop. Stupid fingers of mine. Fucking huge. Oh, that one unironically fits worse. Okay, you know what? I'm glad I didn't put glue in there. All right, hold up. All right, so we're gonna use the other head. Here it is. Come on. Come on. Don't get all lopsided on me. Makes me wonder. Hold on. Got a stupid idea that just might work. A little off the chin. There we go. There we go. One Watchmaster, all done. Let's hold him up. And let's hold. Okay, you know what? Hold on. One Watchmaster. Get a good look at him. And one Lieutenant Demetrian Titus back in the Deathwatch. The Grey Knights Omnibus, also the novels Sacrifice, The Emperor's Gift, Sons of Titan, short stories Witness, Crucible, and Sturmhex. Yeah. There are good Grey Knight stories, and I'm tired of pretending there's not. The Grey Knights are a good faction. Also, they're entirely justified in their actions. I don't care what people think. You can't let people who've been exposed to the demons just run around like that. All right, you know what? This can go in Foot's box. All right. So can this head I didn't use. Take its sprue off. I'll keep these out for now. You know what? I'll hold on to this. I'll hold on to this Deathwatch head too. Put that here next to these. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually. I built what I set out to build today. So I think we're gonna switch gears for a bit. I'm gonna put Space Marine 2 on. I'm gonna play that for a bit. But I gotta get all my shit put away and cleaned up, so I gotta do that first. So we're still gonna be yapping a bit. All right, this is junk. I can go there. Start putting away my hobby stuff. The stream librarian came through. Yeah, I know. See that you have a ridiculous amount of Warhammer books. I know that much. Which legs would look better on your custom Mark 5, Mark 4, or Mark 6? I'm gonna go with Mark 6. Because why not? All right. Get the tweezers put away. All right. Is there anything else? Right, the hobby knife. Oh yeah, Vault of Terra. Vault of Terra. That's another good one if you like. If you want to learn more about Terra, like as a planet. It's also just another really good book series. Same author as the Watchers of the Throne, and they share characters too. Nothing spoilery though, so you can read them in whatever order. Remember hearing about the Grey Knight's armor and weaponry uses Psyker sacrifices, now Psykers are used for bullets? Yeah. But I mean, listen, when you're dealing with the threats the Grey Knights are, yeah, it's like, they're not just being dicks. They're literally fighting, you know, a cosmically dangerous, you know, cognito hazard. Like existentially dangerous cognito hazard. That's like, they don't have room to be nice. So are the Grey Knights' tactics extreme? Yeah, but they're dealing with an extreme threat. So no, I don't hold that against them. Also, spicy hot take. The heresy memes aren't fun.
Shut up, bro, you're weird.
CD@_88, you're our real one. Also, the whole what fantasy universe would you live in thing came from Arch choosing DC to live in. Many in his chat even chose to work at Arkham for good pay and one-on-one time with Harley.
Of course they would. Listen. No man can resist the allure of a crazy chick, okay? Except maybe a gay guy, but then there's the equivalent for gay guys exists too, so yeah. All right, we're switching over to AFK while I finish cleaning things up. I'll be back and then we'll play some Space Marine 2. Hello, everyone. I am back. And we're gonna turn off the BGM, the background music. We're gonna get rid of the Yap screen. We're gonna switch over. Okay, let's get Space Marine 2 turned on. And then we'll worry about, you know, then we'll worry about renaming the stream. Deathwatch was your first army, and Deathwatch narrative campaigns is what got you start 40K on the tabletop. Oh, that's cool. Man, I want more of the Deathwatch. I wish I'd go back and turn more of the Deathwatch books into audiobooks. Because I legitimately have more time to do audiobooks than regular books. Yeah. I mean, like, except the Deathwatch books by C.S. Goto. He can fuck off. Hey, EA, how you doing? All right, let me switch over to... Let me change up Twitch. Space Marine 2. Alrighty. As long as you don't watch them at 2x speed while skipping everything but the dialogue. Oh god, don't get me started on that shit, Salt. Don't get me started on that shit. Actually, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, I've got my, I thought my tags were fucked up, but they're fine. They're fine. All right. It's not canon, but you have a bound version of the Deathwatch tabletop RPG rules. No, but no, listen. Anyone who told you the Fantasy Flight Games books aren't canon was lying to you. Those are canon. Those books are canon. Like the people who told you that's not canon are literally just lying to you. Yeah, the Fantasy Flight Games RPGs are canon. Not only are they canon, they're using them as a source for video games now, like, you know, Dark Heresy and Rogue Trader. Yeah, no, like, legit, whoever told you they're not canon, literally just a liar. And probably a Tau fan. Like, unironically, the people who push the idea those books aren't canon the most are Tau fans, because the Tau do some gnarly shit in those books. Oh. Oh shit. Caught me without a cap on my fucking soda. There we go. Tau fans are cringe. Well, listen, it's like I said, there's two kinds of Tau fans. The ones who like Tau because they have mechs, and the ones who like Tau because they want to be morally superior to you. And that second group are cringe.
Repurposing battlefield center. Tomasa, we have lost contact with Heraton leader, and Octavio is pinned down. You must destabilize the plasma reactor.
The ones like mechs are the respectable ones? Yes, I agree.
Shall not have died in vain. The reactor is within our grasp.
Like, I think it was, one of my mutuals, one of my friends, Luna, got into Tau strictly because of the mechs. Like, that's it. And I respect that.
What goes through your mind when you join the Flames battle?
Granted, she also doesn't know 40k lore all that well, but will also say, I don't know 40k lore all that well, rather than, you know, pretend pretend she knows something about it. And again, I respect it. You know, it's like my policy. It's like, I don't know everything about 40k. I don't know everything about 40k, and I don't pretend to know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. All right.
Access granted.
Guys, I think that skull probed me. Now I feel weird. Nope. But yeah, no, really, it's like I said, I've got along with Tau fans. I've got followers and friends who are Tau fans. You know, oh God, I just realized how that sounds like. It's like, I don't hate Tau fans, I have friends who are Tau fans. I just realized how bad that sounds. Okay, Hedge Boy just went all the way in there. We can't follow him. Ow, stop it. Bo loves Fire Warrior. Yeah, I love Fire Warrior the same way I love a hysterectomy. You never really care about the Tau as a whole, but you do like how they subvert Imperial society. Yeah, I mean, they're interesting in how they're basically a lot like the Gene Stealers.
Honor our brothers. Honor our chapter.
Squad deploying.
Oh, Sir Crotum, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing? Nope. I'm fighting for my fucking life against these two. Fine. Fuck. Oop, ow. Nope. Oh, you little shit. And fuck you. Give me your horn.
One down, one to go. And it is
Give me the kill. Give me the kill. All right, here we go. There we go.
struck down our brothers, but second company prevailed.
Now, engage the console to cripple the reactor. And Talassa, when those magnetic stabilizers stop, prepare for rapid egress. Be advised.
Listen, Jesse, a lot of Imperials want a big titty Tau girlfriend. The problem is, Tau have zero sexual dimorphism. They all look the same.
Caution advised.
Skinny, wrinkly, and kind of gross.
Reactor critical, Talassa. Disengage. Talassa, we're tracking your signatures. Octavio and Heraton Leader are already on board. Our brothers prevailed. Core integrity and
I love my little servo gun.
efficacy.
Ow.
Talassa inbound, Thunderhawk.
Hurry. The cruiser has begun breaking apart. We will wait as long as we can. Core integrity at 50% functionality.
Get us away.
Brace for turbulence. If not for your valor, Talassa, this operation would have ended in a major loss for the Imperium. The loss of our
All right, congrats on the 3-stream streak, MechTech. How you doing?
This hard-fought victory cost us dearly indeed. The wrath of Espandor's retribution shall rip into the Tyranid fleet with searing, bitter fury.
Not today, Shai Halud. The spice is mine. No. We weren't fighting the worm. We were fighting the Tyranid primes. You just came back and you heard skinny, wrinkly, and kinda gross. Care to explain? Talking about what the Tau actually look like in canon, like Tau females. They're not very attractive. You know what? Hold on. There. Warhammer 11th is around the corner. Got myself some buds to play with it. It's a good next few, if you ask me. Apparently, some people who've already played 11th have said it's way better than 10th, and that doesn't surprise me at all. It just looks like a better made version of 10th. Like, it's more like a 10.5 than 11th, but 10 could have worked if they'd done some stuff with the rules, like patched up the terrain, the scoring, the lack of granularity and unit choice. Hard to get worse than 10? No, okay. 10th is not the worst the game has been. It's not 6th edition. 6th edition was so bad, they moved out of it in like a year. 6th edition was the game's worst edition. 7th was the second worst. I'd argue 10th was probably third worst. Like third worst edition. You wasn't around for 6, so you have no frame of reference. You're in 8th edition, Babby. Yeah, no. 6th edition was legitimately the 6th and 7th were the editions that almost killed 40K. Between 6th and 7th edition and Age of Sigmar, Games Workshop almost went bankrupt. Like, it wasn't just, you know, fantasy that was in a bad spot. It was also 40K. 6th and 7th were legitimately bad. We're almost at the Emperor's Cringe Lords icon. God, I hate the Emperor. I gotta hate the Spears of the Emperor book. It's so awful. AOS, we have some good models, and that's about it. Yeah, and the good models are lifted right out of Warhammer Fantasy. So, do they really have good models at that rate? Like, do they really? All right, so let's see. What's this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We've almost got the plasma shoulder cannon unlocked. Eighth edition, Babby, same, well met, brother. Yeah, man, listen, I got nothing. There's nothing wrong with people who joined in 8th edition, or basically in any edition. It's really not a matter of when you joined, it's the attitude you have going into it. Pretty sure the Tau don't mind shaking your hand unlike the Na'vi. Okay, listen, the Na'vi are scum, but the Tau are worse scum because they'll shake your hand and then their other hand they've got behind their back, they're holding a knife. Plus the Tau have cool weapons. Yeah, the Tau do have cool weapons. Like, they act like legitimately. Yeah, okay, Army Man is, Army Man 1214 is over there. Blue Peeps White Dragon. Epic name.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
The knife better be cool. Now it's like it's like one of those bonding knives that the Fire Warrior sergeants carry. Like, it's the only melee weapon they carry. Army Man, you coming, dude? knife of bonding when in fact knives do the opposite. Yeah, okay, so it's like basically from how I understand it, the Fire Warriors in a squad undergo like a blood brotherhood, like a blood brother ritual where they like, you know, they use the bonding knife to like draw blood from each other, and then like it's like a blood brother thing, you know? That's what the bonding knife is for. You're not actually supposed to fight with it. Well, in 41 seconds, Army Man is getting dragged in whether he wants to be in this match or not. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit of a cock, but whenever there's problems in a match, it's always PlayStation players. Don't mention the Pucktroon to Tau tourists. They really don't like that. They really don't. Never tell a Tau fanboy what. Never ask a Tau. Okay. Never ask a man. You know. Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man his salary. Never ask a Tau fanboy what happened to the Pucktroon. At the same time, never ask him, hey, who did Daleth used to belong to before the Tau moved in? Too late, you looked it up. Yeah, the first allied race the Tau met, they all mysteriously died of a virus. Didn't affect anyone but the Tau. Didn't affect anyone but the Pucktroon. Didn't affect the Tau at all. Conveniently enough. And then once the Pucktroon had all died out from the disease, the Tau moved in like they owned the place and renamed it Daleth. And that's where they got Daleth.
The Acadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Acadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment.
Tau commit war crimes.
Oh, when the main
Fabricator General Larry, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing?
Coordinate our efforts over Fox.
Convenient indeed. Yeah, Tau commit war crimes, but they blew the get away with it. Yeah, basically. Like the Tau are the epitome of that meme of a fucking Homelander, like, you know, not very woke of you. Yeah, because the Tau are like peace, love, understanding, concentration camps. What was that last one? Nothing. Okay, Army Man is just like playing with his nuts up there, like, okay.
Servo gun is fully operational. Repurposing battlefield central.
Okay, okay, you know what? Hold on. Did somebody call for a tech priest? Well, not me personally. I'm basically, you know, I'm basically playing as tech support right now. Ah, shit, here we go. Okay. Go, my turret! Beast! Is army guy moving up? No, he's not.
Baby, give me some heresy!
Wait, is that... Ah, goddammit. Okay, we finally kicked him. All right.
Detected and destroyed.
I really hope there is a boss set to spawn here right now, because there's only 2 of us.
Refreshing armaments. Automated weaponry engaged. This tarantula is still battle-worthy.
Do we need a heavy? I'm not playing with viewers tonight.
Rearming war gear.
I'm not playing with viewers tonight. I do sometimes though. Like sometimes when I stream this game.
Reloading. Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
Disgusting tyranny scum.
You know what? I'll let the turret do its work back there. Have I heard if you've given any credit to the Dark Crusade Tau ending for human sterilization? You're just believing. Oh, okay. Here's the deal with the Tau ending of Dark Crusade. It may not be the ending that happened, but it's written to be in character for what the Tau would do if they had won. So even if it's not the canon ending, it does not absolve the Tau, because it's still something that is in character of them to do.
Require the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise. Xenos Alpha base eradicated. Cycling cartridges.
All right.
Diligence, brothers. We will find. I have the codes, brothers. Captain.
Okay, we got the codes. Was the skull here? No, it's
Proceed to
not.
the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
The Tau will gladly kill all humans. They'll just do it the nice way. Yeah. It'll be like, a slow extermination.
Fresh munition.
Or they'll just throw you in concentration camps when they get, when they get sick of you. Whichever comes first.
Stay close and sharp.
Once your usefulness runs out. Yeah, exactly.
Servo gun is fully operational.
The Tau only keep their client species alive because, they have a use for them. And that's really it.
Obstacle removed. Servo gun engaged. See Prometheum in the raw. Hope it burns for the same.
There's extremists out there. Oh. Okay, we got an actual player. Okay.
Gunstrike ready to deploy. Server gunstrike in progress.
Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Fuckles. It's Knuckles. Knuckles the Neurothrope. All right, where's he coming from? There he is. Oh, we're fucking him up. We're actually fucking him up.
Fresh ammunition acquired.
Wow, okay, we just obliterated that thing.
Safely in possession.
Yeah, I'll take the cheat seed. The other factions don't hide it. Yeah, basically. Yeah, the town, people forget that the crew work with the Imperium as well. Like in fucking Dark Heresy, one of your squad members is a crew.
To left. Canadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facility?
Arriving at the objective now.
You are making good time.
All right. Can I get my grenades back by reloading from here?
Zone secure.
I do. Okay.
Ready to advance. For the Emperor. Fully on this side. For the Emperor!
Let us finish what the Cadians started.
Use the cores to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Promethean well. Cautiously. If you know what is good for you.
Okay. With how many humans they will likely gain through the conquest, it's not hard for the humans to outpopulate the Tau. Yeah, basically. They will ensure a future for Tau children. And they'll do this by killing all the humans.
Does your gaming system need recalibration? I can restore this sentry's operational status.
I also want to say, when it comes to reproduction, the Tau basically are all test tube babies, and they never actually learn who their parents are. They're all wardens of the state. The Tau literally do the whole, Hillary Clinton's concept of it takes a village, where the state raises children and not parents.
Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Overwatch needed on Generator 1.
All right, generator 1.
Overcrowding alert in Generator 1. Unauthorized personnel.
Beep, beep, motherfuckers!
Inserting fresh magazines.
I don't think we looked at. Oh shit!
Request backup.
All right.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will. Does that mean it is close to
Sounds very communist, if not Nazi to me. No, okay. The Tau are unironically the fascist faction. That's something their fans don't want to admit. Oh.
Jam clear.
Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion patterns.
Hostiles heading to Generator 3.
3. Okay.
Erratic vibrations emitting from Generator 3. Operator, bring it into harmony of timing. This.
Tau fans will admit they're wrong when pigs fly. I mean, listen, it's like I always say, don't mess with Tau fans. They never read Tau. What game is this? This is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. We switched off the hobby stream because I finished the models I was planning to build. So we're playing this now.
We must intercept Generator 2.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Estimating disruption of operation generator skills. Bring it into the omniscience proper alignment.
Tyranid leader bits destroyed.
Leave my turret alone! Yeah, fucking die, you stupid bug. There we go.
Demolition deployment sequence unlocked. Alabama's long under the omniscience watchful Oculus.
We are ready to ambush the enemy, Captain.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Promethean fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
No, lame guy. This is in fact not Gundam Wing. I already told you what game it was. It's Space Marine 2. Are they,
Order confirmed.
alright, if none of y'all want that, stim thing.
Fragmentation device in play.
Restoring sentry to battle-ready status.
Nah, this looks like Gundam. Oh. These are just the multiplayer missions. Die. There we go.
Large Tyranid organism destroyed.
Alright, no thing there. That means there's like 2 more places where it might spawn.
Frag grenade deployed. Activating all specs above. Pump package deployed. Equipping fresh magazine.
Repurposing battlefield sentry.
No, Jesse, this is very clearly Hello Kitty Island Adventure, okay? Now, I've not pulled my sidearm out this whole time.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
On my honor, I will ensure your mission is a success.
I will hold you to that.
Is this the new Counter-Strike map?
For the officer.
But no, lame guy, if you want to play this, I mean, it's on PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. It's on every platform.
For the Emperor. For the Omnicide.
Is this Doom? No. This isn't Doom because Doom guy is weaker than a Space Marine.
This tarantula is still battle-worthy.
My Auspex cannot even compute their numbers.
There it is. Armory data. So we got armory data and we got the gene seed.
Next deep scan ready. Equipment there.
All right, here we go. People really wank Doom Guy and power scaling to 40k. You swear to God. Yeah, they do. Doom Guy ain't all that.
Await your signal, Captain.
Doom Guy ain't all that,
We
all
need
right?
that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for
The
a
Emperor
while
would
yet.
unironically turn
Heads.
Doom Guy to
Get it
paste
done.
if they fought. It wouldn't even be a fight. He'd just think, you know, what he wants, and Doom Guy would just evaporate.
I see them coming, brothers. Plenty for everyone. Dumping Promethean.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Good enough.
Setting a fire. The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding. We are surrounded. Turn about.
Yeah, which side are they coming from? Middle or the sides? Middle.
Custom grenade deployed. Formidable tyranid organisms imminent.
Coming out there now? Oh, and here. Okay.
To send the next fire trap.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
I'm gonna get ammunition because I need it. Coming from, where are they coming from? Oh, that side.
Servo gun is fully operational. Fuel is pumping. Get ready to
And here we
ignite
go.
it.
Burn it.
Springing a trap. The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. Replenishing ordnance. You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Yes, Captain.
And blow it
You
up.
heard it.
For the Emperor, for the Omnis, Lieutenant Titus, this is Scipio's. Objective complete. Tyranid bioscience down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to
Got a
extract.
bail. You got karaoke in a few minutes. Hey, hope you have fun, dude.
For the Emperor. Servo harness gun available.
Enhanced tactics deployed.
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit. Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Lame. I mean, bro, if you're not, you're free to watch somewhere else, dude. You're free to watch something else. It's always an option. Grey Knights are definitely a closer matchup. Obviously, most of the frames would need at least a unit of Marines to beat them. Well, I mean, okay, Warframe is kind of stupid overpowered as a setting. But in terms of fighting against, the 40k universe, there's just not enough in Warframe to fight all of everything. Jesus, I did a lot of range damage. All right, almost to 25. Almost to 25. We are very narrowly close. I got a chapter badge. How close am I to the... Okay, the one I really want is the Iron Snake. Oh, I'm less than 500 kills away from the Iron Snake's chapter badge. I might actually change up my, might actually change up some of my, chapter iconography on my Deathwatch when I unlock that. Cause, fuck me, do I like the Iron Snakes. They're such a cool chapter. All right, this is the, okay, this is the gun build. What's this do? All right, this is the plasma build. What's this do? Perfect parry. You take less damage from range attacks for 10 seconds. You know what? That might be useful. Okay. Let's take that. And this is yeah, we'll do the equipment damage thing with this one. You know, we're gonna actually use this build for a bit. The plasma build. I'm new to this. What can I do to catch up on the story? Well, if you mean Space Marine 2, I mean, like, I don't know, watch a Let's Play of it or play it yourself. I mean, it's a good game. I recommend it. People tend to forget about the Imperium is that when they throw them into power scale matchups as experience. Do you know how long the Imperium has been fighting strange and unorthodox enemies? Yeah, for like millennia. And it really is a thing where like people like try to power scale the Imperium against other things and get mad when Warhammer fans say the people you're power scaling the Imperium against lose. And it really is because people just pick the worst fucking matchups possible. Like, I'm sorry, but no. The UNSC, the Federation from Star Trek, you know, they're not beating the Imperium of Man, all right? Like, they're not beating the Imperium of Man. Like, the Imperium of Man, like, an Imperium battleship, oh no, the Galactic Empire from Star Wars 2 would not win.
However, our forces never reached their objective at the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. Reports suggest they are overwhelmed by the
Combine from Half-Life. The Combine from Half-Life are only a threat because they fight modern-day Earth. They could not beat the Imperium.
Disrupt the Thousand Suns' plans at the Cathedral. Seek out Major Kivar of the 22nd Company on the battlefield. Repel the Xenos.
Cybertronians could beat it. Well, Transformers are literally made of bullshit.
Praise the Emperor. The Xenos were on us so fast. They tore right through us.
Director's
Major Kiefer.
Casino's got it. Major Kiefer is gone. Transferred command to me. I am Commander Hotel, 22nd Company. It is my duty to secure the Cathedral Gate Station as our fallback point.
Hold your position, Commander. Fire support is inbound.
Screw you guys, don't want more okay, I'm starting to I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the noise on a fucking alt account. Like, I'm starting to think that's who it is, because I was literally making fun of him earlier about not wanting 40k fans. I think that's just him. Like, holy shit, bro, get a fucking life. Who's the noise? You're better off not knowing. He's a cuck boy. He's a cuck boy tourist. That's all you gotta know. Shit. Who shot that? Oh.
Diagnostics confirming the gap result. Toxins.
I am fucked up right now.
Formidable tyrannid organism terminated. Gun strike ready to deploy.
I have almost no ammo left. Ugh. That was a fucking fight. Jesus. That was a fight, and I've got like one magazine in reserve. Oh, thank God, ammunition.
Fresh ammunition acquired. Walk here in hand. Restoring battle readiness.
All right.
Traversal may proceed.
Okay, Fusion Pop-Tarts is a bulwark.
Automated weapon re-engaged. We can bolster their defenses. Rearming walking. Primary identified.
We're getting a third guy in. That's good.
Repurposing battlefield sentry.
Is Aussie 2009 is our third man. Whoa. Alrighty. Took care of that.
Marines, this is Commander Otel. You're surrounded and outmanned. You're in urgent need of your assistance.
That is why we have come.
That
Alright, so our buddy here is done up like a celestial lion. Nice.
It's until we have enough power to close the gates. They cannot be allowed to fail. These sacred machines shall not be tarnished under our watch.
reservoir at 75. Xenos attack the lambda generators.
And our health is
Units are wrecking the lambda generators.
Inserting fresh magazines. Gun strike ready to deploy.
die. Go.
Activating
Moment.
tarantula sentry gun. The generators are being attacked from the air. Inserting fresh magazines. Almost there, my lords. Just a few more megajoules needed. That's enough charge to close the gates.
I love how the gate there works off fucking Five Nights at Freddy's logic, where you have to power it to keep it closed. You gonna look and do some missions on your own? Good luck. Hey, good luck, dude.
I heard tales of the prowess of the Ultramarines. I never expected to see it with my own eyes.
Take courage from this victory, Commander Hotel. Your soldiers will need it in coming battles.
All right.
Viridian, I have deployed a Redemptor Dreadnought in your vicinity. Let the infantry defend the stronghold. Rendezvous with the Dreadnought and drive the Thousand Suns out of the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. This is the best chance we can give the Cadians to control this sector. For the Emperor, for the Omnicide. For the Emperor!
You know what? Yeah.
It flees before us. Butcher every last Thousand Suns cur in that church. I am registering a strong psionic emanation from the Ecclesiarchy complex.
I just realized we're all Sons of Dorn in this mission. Nice. You got a Black Templar, a Celestial Lion, and a Son of the Phoenix.
The Omnicide of the Emperor. Oh, the God Emperor.
ready to unfurl the
I love it when a plan comes together. Based? Yeah, based. Dorn is based.
Venerable Voltus, it is good to see you on the battlefield.
Waste no time, brothers. More killing awaits us.
Agreed, brother.
For Narnia,
Now we follow in his wake.
Do you think Dorn would have read, like, you know, stories like that when he was a kid? Now I kind of want to watch Chronicles of Narnia after stream. I fucking love that movie. Probably, yeah.
When you join the fray of battle.
But should I fall?
No. He read Chronicles of Narnia, and during the final battle, and he was constantly saying, "Why were their defenses so bad? They should have built a fort here, 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 and here." Maybe, but he might like the lion character. Yeah. Meanwhile, Lionel Johnson will want to kill Aslan because he's a giant talking lion. All right. Got that under control. Oh, we got the gene seed again. Okay, nice. Well, I just lost all my health because of one mistimed parry. Uh-oh.
Brother, my chainsaw makes strange noises. Make it stop.
Decimus, your chainsword's sputtering roar speaks clearly enough.
I do not speak machine. What does it say?
It reminds you to clean the gristle from its teeth.
God, Decimus is such a fucking chud. I love him. He just wants to kill so much he doesn't even bother cleaning his damn chainsword. God knows I'm close enough to dying. Dorn agrees with present business in the Lego movie. What, using glue? Probably, yeah. I mean, can you blame him? It's more structurally sound.
This
Yo.
pathway is blocked.
Venerable brother clears the way.
I love you, Voltus. You get shit done. Alright, I used the plasma pistol. This way. Yeah, really, yeah, get ammo here. We'll use this build. I just realized I accidentally created corporate biotech Necrons as a faction. Now I'm just staring at a wall, scratching my head.
Form defensive positions around the Redemptor while he breaks through. The Redemptor Dreadnought is taking fire. Heretical treachery cannot withstand righteous ceremonies. Sharpshooters nullified. Reloading. Witchcraft. Cast into the void. Massacre these heretics before they strike. Locomotion.
Alright. Die, get my health back. Okay.
Our brother is wounded. Eliminate every last hostile.
Ow. Okay.
Corrupt the spell returns. Iron Breaking attack is eliminated. Must eradicate those council.
Getting bullied by Chaos Spawn, and I don't like it.
The warp rift will be next to fall beneath our
Ugh, I hate Chaos Spawn so much. Like their attacks are just cheap. Like, it is so fucking lame.
servo gun is fully operational.
It's just hard to read flailing. It's like,
Standing back to avoid incineration, brothers. There's passion to breath. Cannot harm. You defile this.
bonk.
I smite you. Back to this.
Valtus, you're so cool. I wish I could be as cool as you.
Ultramarines, praise the Emperor.
Unknown box communicator. Identify yourself.
This is Archdeacon Zomia. I am hidden inside the cathedral. Heretics stormed this sanctum and slaughtered my garrison of Canadians by dark rituals. Acadian troops left behind heavy explosives. Alas, they never got to use them against the archenemy.
All right, in we go.
Meridian, gather the explosive charges and place them. Traitors draw near. I will destroy any heretic who dares face me. We must obtain the blasted charges at once.
Here, Valtus, let me get you some help.
Carry a demolition charge secured. Blasted charge located. Servo harness gun ready. Servo gun is ready. Silent gun strike ready to deploy.
You need to die.
License placed.
You know, respect on that traitor guardsman for trying to rock up on me like that.
All demolitions fixed and ready. Yet I have a charge.
Cast this desecrated sanctorium down. Bury these heretics, so they never see starlight again.
Trigger the charges and advance to the egress point before the cathedral falls.
Christ, follow me by weight, and you'll survive this day.
I am grateful for your offer, Ancient One. But my place is here. I will speak prayers of consecration over the cathedral's final moments.
The choice is not yours to make. Anything the Lord will speak until the charges is low.
The heretics are everywhere.
There we go.
Traitors and heretics crumble under our onslaught.
There is no better way to wage war. Disruption successful. Viridian, return to the Resilient for rearmament and prepare for your next deployment.
Another like banishing a bunch of nerds back to their fucking, you know, nerd cave. I'm pretty certain we got out with the gene seed again, too. All right. Okay, how'd we do? How close to... How close to 25? $22. 3 more. Alrighty, that was fun, but let's see. Yeah. Alright, give me one moment, everyone. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Alright, I know where I'm raiding. I'm raiding on Operator Grizz, so hold on, everyone. How I spell that? Is it Operator Grizz _ VT? Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, I will be back. Yeah, tomorrow at 5, I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Me and the homies will be playing that. So, yeah, hope y'all have a good evening. Hope hope your Friday evening's good. I'll see y'all on Saturday. Take care, everyone, and later.